What are some energies you can use, because that's what it's about on this channel, for your next move, the next path that you're choosing to go down post-eclipse season? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back. My name is Stella Wilde, your anti-doom, no BS astrologer and tarot card reader. Let's see what the tarot has to say, always as a guide, never as a, you must do this. You always choose how you use the energies. All right, Aries, let's pull a couple of cards for you, see what you need to know about your next move, energies that can help you, guide you. Always how you use the energies. Let us see, Aries. We have a Six of Swords. We have a Nine of Cups. And we have a Fool. All right. So there's the incredible lightness of being that is going on here. I think there's something here about letting go of something that perhaps has been stressing you out in some way. Maybe there's nothing you can do about it, and coming to that conclusion of, I'm not going to focus any more mental energy on it because it's taking my energy away from a new beginning that I can have control over, that I can begin, that I can manifest in a joyful way for myself. So this Six of Swords, I think, is the key here of that passageway of leaving a stressor behind in some way. Because hanging on to that stress and constantly wrestling with it is what is perhaps blocking the manifestation of a new beginning that you would like for yourself. So there could be one last piece of the puzzle that you are putting into perspective for yourself. You know, sometimes Aries can feel a little like that things are boring when there's nothing stressful going on. You know what I'm saying? So you can have a happy stress of starting something new, but first there's something old that you're putting into perspective and letting go. That's what I feel here. And it's the mental, like refocusing your mental energy on something that is more joyful for you, absolutely, that you have a strong appetite for, Nine of Cups, and that, yes, is going to let you start moving forward in a new direction and feeling lighter and freer because you don't have this heavy stressor on your mind. So, share with us in the comments. Let us know, how are you going to navigate this Six of Swords? What needs to shift for you? And maybe this could be some sort of, with the Fool and Nine of Cups, it could be a whole new wish that you do want to manifest in your life. And it requires a different energy field. That's my point, than maybe what's been going on over here. So let us know, what's your new wish, your new adventure that you would like to begin in your life, Aries? We would like to know. All right, Taurus, let's see what you need to know. Post-eclipse, your next move, energies that can guide you, inspire you, help you along. Let us see. Of course, energies that you can use. We have a Ten of Cups. We have a Ten of Swords. Interesting. Oh, and wow, and the Libra. Wow. Okay, so we have the Justice, we have the Balance, and it's so interesting that we have like diametrically opposed, the opposite energies, both number 10s. The card of Despair, the Ten of Swords, and the card of Ultimate Happiness, the Ten of Cups. And, the Justice, looking at both sides of something, which is what this is here, right? And justice can be about making a choice that is fair, ultimately, I think, for you. So there may be something here where you need to take care of yourself. Libra energy, your sister sign in a way, both ruled by Venus, you and Libra, your 6th house of work and well-being. So this could be a situation where I have to weigh my decision, and maybe the scale needs to be a little more in my favor, more about my personal happiness, my well-being, rather than what's good for someone else. So, and that someone else might feel like, you know what, that you betrayed them when all you were doing was taking care of yourself. So there could be something Libran going on here in terms of setting boundaries and saying no, because you are taking care of yourself. 10 of Cups. This might be connected with family. It's possible. Okay. But again, that Libra, 6th house, work, well-being. Okay. So that's what I would say to that. There's something important here, I think, about this decision, this justice, and feeling that you are balanced when you're making the decision. And in a calm place, in other words, in a Libra place. And that, you know what, you can't control other people's reactions to what you do. You just can't. And if somebody interprets a decision you make in your best interest as a betrayal, when you have clearly expressed with the justice here how this is something you need to do for yourself, then so be it. Okay? So I think this is something to maybe consider as you move forward. The ultimate truth and decision has something to do with your happiness and well-being, not betraying that for somebody else's comfort. All right, Gemini, let's see what you might need to know about moving on post-eclipse, a path ahead for yourself, energies that could help guide you that you can use in your next direction forward. Let us see, Gemini. 2 of Swords and the Sun card and the Temperance. Okay. I think that you are on the cusp of some sort of big decision for yourself. Now, this may be in relation to a partnership. That's possible. Okay, because of the Sag energy, which is opposite yours in your 7th house of other people, relationships, business, personal. I mean, that's possible. But this can just be a change that you want to make that will bring more balance, harmony, happiness, and joy into your life. You may have been ruminating on this in secret, this 2 of Swords. I think it is very important for you to take a little time out. Definitely watch that 30-day ahead video, the horoscope video that I have posted that might help you. But you need some time for that internal contemplation. And there may be something in your heart that you need to get clear on. We got the Leo here that is heart space energy. Is there a secret joy? Is there a joy that you're not fully admitting to yourself that you really do want to pursue? And yes, it might require a change, a rebalancing of your priorities, a rebalancing of the energy you give to certain relationships in order to make it happen once you make that decision. So that's what I would say here, is the possibility. You do want to move forward with something that is near and dear to your heart. And it's about finding the right approach. It's the alchemy of change, right? With this Temperance, finding the right mix of ingredients, the right mix of resources, the right mix of time allocations, whatever the case may be, in order to make it happen. So I think first there's just something to admit about that desire. And once you admit it, acknowledge it, and make that decision, then you can figure out the alchemy. You can figure out what needs to be rebalanced in order for you to proceed toward your joy. All right, Cancers, let's see what you need to know about your next move forward. Post-eclipse season. Guidance, inspiration, energies you can use. Cancers. Ooh, we have an Ace of Coins, and we have a Knight of Wands, and we have a 4 of Coins. Okay. All right, this is what I would say here. I think you're kind of chomping at the bit to move towards something new, and nothing wrong with that. This Ace of Coins is showing up here. There could be a new opportunity, a new seed you want to plant. But what's interesting is that the 4 of Coins is showing up here, and you know, this energy, the Knight of Wands, its back is turned toward that. So like all of your focus is, I feel, on something future forward. When meanwhile, there might be something that you already have in hand that does need attending to as well. This 4 of Coins. So I'm kind of getting a little, are you throwing the baby out with the bathwater? Are you sure you have everything you need, all the resources you need to move forward with something? Maybe your situation, is it the grass is greener? Maybe that's a better cliched metaphor than throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Is the grass greener over here? You're forgetting what you already do have, the 4 coins, in whatever situation that we're talking about. But like I said, it could also just be something where take stock of your resources before you go charging ahead to commit and do a new thing. That might be another way to look at it. So depending on what you have going on in your personal life, but that is what I would say here. And is this just all that glitters is gold? I mean, how many cliches can I bring out in this reading today for you? But, are you being tempted by something that's a little flashy when you already have something solid in hand? Okay. So whatever cliched metaphor you would want to work with this, just think about that. And I think the key here is really this Knight of Wands. Mercury's retrograde until the 20th of March. Definitely check out that 30-day horoscope video that I did for everybody. Timestamps are there so you can find your sign easily. But it could be, what is the rush? Like, slow yourself down a minute. If something is really meant to be, if it is really a good opportunity that's stable and solid, you don't necessarily have to move to it too quickly. Okay. You might, I don't know. It depends, right? On what you have going on. But sometimes, again, let's bring out another cliche. Haste makes waste, so it could be even something like that. So I would just kind of consider whatever applies in this reading to your personal situation and keep those things in mind. But I also do feel like there is a potential new road that's getting ready to open up for you. I mean, it is for all of us post-eclipse. But for you, there might be a crossroads of, do I take something new and take a little bit of a calculated risk? Or do I hold on to something that's kind of stable, but not as exciting for me in some way? Or maybe doesn't have any more growth to it. So there could be something like that you are going to be dealing with. All right, Leo, let's see what you need to know. Post-eclipse energies to guide you forward on your path ahead, energies that can inspire you, that you can use on your journey. Let us see, Leo. We have a 9 of coins, we have a 4 of swords, and we have a Libra justice. Okay. So there could be something going on here where you're taking a little bit of a step back. You're taking a mental break to kind of reassess your pursuit of your financial goals in some way. I think that you're asking your higher powers for guidance about perhaps pursuing some sort of independent money path, a real estate investment decision, entrepreneurial activities, these types of things. The Justice card here is interesting. That is your 3rd house of decision making. So there could be a decision, a contract, something that's coming up that could involve these 9 of coins matters. I think it's probably of a financial nature. And, there's a moment these energies are suggesting for you to pull back with this 4 of swords and really stop and think. Not to make a decision from a knee-jerk reaction, and not to make a decision either from a short-term perspective of thinking. I think there's something here with the Libra. I mean, it's the justice, it's the fair, the balanced, the bigger picture, the objectivity, like looking at all the facts and figures of the case, so to speak, and really weighing the evidence of what you need to do for yourself in this plan of moving forward, whatever this 9 of coins represents for you. And only you can make that final decision. Nobody else can make it for you. But that's what I would say here is to really dial into that 4 of swords, of having that timeout, mental clarity moment. And to make a decision from calm rather than distraction or anger or stress. Because with the Libra here, this could be the type of thing where you're weighing if you're going to stay in a certain situation, like a certain job, or do you just want to say F it and go out on your own and see if you can make it? All right, Virgos, let's see what you need to know. I hope you're doing really well post eclipse in your sign. Moving forward, next path ahead, energies that can inspire and guide you that you can use. Let us see, Virgo. We have a Page of Cups. There's our Pisces energy. We have a Queen of Coins. There you are. Oh, and we have a Devil card. All right. There's energy here for you to contemplate about, I think, faith over fear, really. The Pisces energy showing up here. North Node is in Pisces, and that's what it's been about for a lot of us. Trusting, having faith in the Pisces area of our chart in particular. And I think this is about having faith in yourself because you're showing up here in the middle of this reading. And I think there is an important goal that you're getting ready to embark upon. Some new road that you're going to go down that is, you've been envisioning it for a while. You've been really wanting it. But then what is this Devil card doing here? So there could be some last fear, toxic energy. There could be a toxic person because we have the Pisces showing up, which is your opposite sign, your 7th house. So it could be somebody in your world who's not supportive of your goals. Maybe they are a little bit of an impediment, an energetic roadblock, so to speak, depending on your personal situation. So there could be something here to clear out once and for all. Maybe you're doing it at your eclipse, but maybe post-eclipse, this energy is still lingering, almost like an energetic hangover. Like it can be the type of thing where you release a bad habit or you end a relationship that's not good for you or whatever it might be. But sometimes it takes a while for us to adjust to that new reality of that toxic situation not being there anymore. So that's why I'm calling it a little bit of an energetic hangover. So I would say, just kind of keep that in mind. Go a little slow. Take your time with moving forward on this new road because you might still kind of just be adjusting to the new way things are without this energy hanging over you. I mean, that is possible if you have fully cleared it out. Others of you, it's a reminder to not repeat this energy again, right? Like, did you really learn about that energy, this Devil card? Did you really learn that lesson? Like, now, let's not jump from the frying pan into the fire type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, go slower with your decision making. Again, your ruling planet's retrograde until March 20th. So kind of keep all of that in mind. You might still have, with this Pisces energy here, you might still have a little bit of a change of heart about something in regards to this next focus in your life. And that's okay. Again, I feel like there's something here. Let the dust settle. Do not rush. Check out this 30-day video I made. It might help you with what's going on with this, but that's what I would say. Only you know if you've fully shifted whatever this Devil represents for you in your life, but take a look at that. All right, Libras, let's see what you need to know post-eclipse energies that could inspire your path forward, guide you, energies you can use. Libras, let us see. We have the Queen of Coins, and we have a 9 of Swords, and we have a Devil. All right, so we have energy here of a message about what you focus on expands. Okay, Queen of Coins. There she is sitting there focusing. And she's focusing on a pentacle. It's a manifestation. But then we have a 9 of Swords and a Devil card. So maybe that's going to be a piece of pure gold that's in her lap, or it's going to be a piece of coal that was painted gold and not real. So, what we have here is, do you want to continue to focus on something that is a nightmare? Or do you want to focus on something that can actually manifest? So it's your choice, right? It's like, again, what you focus on expands. And there is something here that perhaps needs to shift about your mindset, Nine of Swords. Maybe you're focusing on the nightmare of a situation. Maybe you're trapped in some sort of toxic situation, whether it's your own or somebody else in your life or something like that. Again, what is the focus of your priorities? This is a beautiful manifestation energy. So this eclipse season, post-eclipse, can be, you know what? Maybe this was the old energy dynamic. Maybe these eclipses were helping you see that you do deserve so much more. And as I've said in other videos, it's not about things happening to us. It's always what we choose to do with the energies. So this could indicate that instead of continuing some sort of perhaps toxic behavior of focusing on what other people want from you and what other people want all the time, that you focus on your own needs. You bring it back to yourself. Okay. So, and it's a mindset shift. This may have been going on for quite a long time. Maybe it's something so entrenched that it will take a little extra effort to shift the focus, but you can do it. So that's what I would say, not to allow yourself to get pulled back into a nightmare, but to keep focusing and moving forward on your goals and what's important to you. And that you deserve them. I mean, that's the thing with the Pentacles. I read it as self-worth and self-esteem. You deserve to have beautiful things. You deserve to make your dreams come true. You deserve to have your energy for yourself, that you can focus on your own things and make your life happy and not have your life force energy sucked out of you by a Devil Nine of Swords scenario. So that's what I would suggest to you. Maybe you've already shifted these things out. That's possible. But like I was saying to Virgo, you know, sometimes even if you shifted something out, there can still be a little bit of an energetic hangover as you learn to navigate, you know, the path forward without those energies around you. So that's just another thing to consider. All right, Scorpio, let's see what you need to know. Post-eclipse season, energies you can use to be inspired by, to guide you as you move forward on your path. Let us see. Scorpio. We have a Six of Coins, and we have the Lovers, and we have a Seven of Swords. All right. All right. So there's something here to absolutely get real with. You know, the Seven of Swords, yes, can be, as I like to call them, Fibonacci's, secrets and lies. And I think, you know, there may be something here to really admit to yourself, look at it honestly and squarely in the face of where the energy exchange between you and someone else is either fair and balanced or it is not. Are you giving more than is coming back to you? This energy of giving and receiving. Now, you know, those energy dynamics, it's not always equal, of course. Sometimes it's more, the other person gets more energy and then you get more energy. Sometimes the scales are in flux depending on what's going on in people's lives. But if there is a consistent and constant imbalance in energy flow, where one person is an energy succubus, then maybe there's a decision that needs to be made about that. Okay. So there might be something going on to just be very aware of with your own choices and relationships going forward post-eclipse, that you are investing in things where you feel there is an energetic return. Okay. And again, this is not to be totally materialistic about something, but we're just talking about the give and flow, the ebb and flow of energy, that you are not being sucked dry by somebody, especially this Seven of Swords lovers here. And the Six of Coins, it's making me feel like somebody may tell you what you want to hear and say like, well, yeah, of course I'll contribute more to the household bills. Of course I'll pay you more attention and change my work schedule. Of course I'll do X, Y, and Z. And it's just a lot of hot air. And then they never actually change something. So there could be that energy dynamic to be very aware of, to look at people's actions, what they are actually investing in, rather than just listening to the sweet words. Because, hey, we have Gemini energy here with the lovers, listening to the sweet words they're telling you, but their actions don't back it up. And I would even suggest you look at it within yourself. Like, are you telling yourself a fib about doing something when you're really not investing the energy in it? Like, you're saying, yeah, I really want to lose weight, but meanwhile, you're still eating cookies and you're still, eating ice cream or not going to the gym. You see what I'm saying? Like, so there may be something here to kind of look at in these areas as you move forward about the energetic integrity, the ebb and flow, give and take, and the energetic truth of investing in, I think, some sort of relationship, whether it's with yourself or with somebody else. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what you need to know. Post-eclipse on your road forward, energies to guide you, inspire you, and that you can choose to use. Let's see. Sagittarius. We have a 5 of Swords. We have, there you are, King of Wands. And we have a Hermit. We have Virgo. It's your 10th house of career. Okay, so 5 of Swords, I call that my daytime anxiety card, right? It's mental stress. It can be arguments, but who are you arguing with? You may be arguing with yourself because you're showing up here. And we have the Alone card, the Hermit. So this could be just something you keep going over and over and over again in your mind because you can't settle your mind and move and decide, yeah, this is what I want to do and this is how I want to move forward. So, and all of these 3 characters here, this Hermit, the King of Wands, and this 5 of Swords, everybody's looking to this direction for me, which is the past. So you could still be, as you're moving forward, trying to make peace with something from your past. And this is something, could be something internal within you. Maybe outwardly you have moved on, but inside of you, there is still something that you are wrestling with and dealing with. And it may have a spiritual angle to it with the Hermit showing up here. Absolutely. So I would say, especially in, Mercury's retrograde until March 20th. So maybe use the retrograde time, and it's retrograde in Pisces, right? Which is an energy of your 4th house, your foundation in life, what makes you feel secure and grounded. You are just not feeling secure and grounded in whatever this is. This is what I'm saying, like this mental agitation. And it could have something to do with the path moving forward, since the Wands is showing up here, like the direction you really want to claim for yourself. So I would say just let this 5 of Swords energy naturally run its course. I don't think this is something to continue to ruminate upon, but it is something to shift. It's like we've got to get to the 6 of Swords, right? The acceptance, the moving on. Like, I've come to an understanding about this, a peace about it. I've made a decision and now I'm moving on. Okay, but it may take you a little time with this Hermit to come to that peace, so to speak. And you might be in a rush because of the King of Wands showing him. You might just like, no, I don't want to deal with it. Let's hurry up, move along. And that's ill-advised, I would say. So remember, it's always about using the energies. And that's what I would say here. Like, what is this 5 of Swords for you? Really look at that. What is the internal conflict about the path going forward? Maybe it's coming from outside of you. Somebody doesn't like what you want to do. And that's causing you internal upset because you thought they were on board with it or something like that. So that's what I would say. But ultimately, I think it's something within yourself to come to some sort of acceptance and understanding and peace with, so that your path, when you're ready to move forward, is clear mentally, if that makes sense. All right, Capricorn, let's see what you need to know. Post-eclipse season, moving forward on a path. Energies to inspire, guide you, energies you can use. Let us see. Capricorn. Oh, we have a Knight of Cups. And the Tower. And the World. Okay. All right, this is what I feel. I feel like there is a sign, and you will know what the sign is. It'll be pretty clear in your face, showing you the open door, the direction to move forward, the invitation to move forward from the universe. I think the way that you can use the energies is to be in a place of calm expectation, Knight of Cups. Like you're feeling optimistic, inspired, you're ready to move forward and meet, greet, say yes to something, see what the universe is bringing you. And there is an element of surprise here. Now, I say this all the time, the Tower isn't necessarily bad. Okay? It can just be something that is mind-blowing. Like the universe showing you in a very sudden, this is also epiphanies, sudden, shocking, but mind-blowing, mind-opening way of what is your next step in the world? What is this next path? How is it going to open up your world? How is your world going to change? And the world is a great card. It's a success energy. So this is not about forcing a path of success. It may be perhaps something about divine timing in terms of really seeing where the universe brings that opening, how you're preparing yourself for that, and also being open-minded to inspiring new ideas, epiphanies, realizations that you have as a result of interacting with some sort of information from the universe. Now, the universe can be somebody who invites you somewhere. It could be a song you hear on the radio at exactly the right time. It could be a tarot reading you watch on YouTube. It could be whatever, right? But there is something here about engaging with the universe in some sort of surprising way that brings a new situation unfolding in your world and brings you some sort of, I think, a path that will lead you to a success that you have been wanting. So I'm a firm believer in agency. I'm a firm believer in using the energy. So we're not just, it sounds a little passive what I'm explaining, but it's really not. It's like you are ready to move. You are ready to take action on whatever epiphanies, et cetera, that you are getting. This is not just passively waiting around for, something to just happen. This is probably ground that you have prepared for this. So that's kind of the vibe, because, you're a Capricorn. Of course, you're going to prepare the ground. This is kind of the vibe that, I'm getting for you. There could be, so I feel like I'm getting a buzz. I'm feeling like there may be something to move quickly on. And the more nimble you are, the more flexible you are, the more advantage you will have. But I like this Knight of Cups because you've done the inner emotional work for this leap ahead. There's a leap ahead, I think, that's coming for you. And it's about you being prepared to take the action to make that leap in as quick a way you need to make it, as flexible a way that you need to make it. So apply the energies to your life. I hope this makes sense, but that's kind of the feeling I am getting. Because remember, things don't happen to us. Right? It's like we're always responding to the energy, but the universe could bring something surprising for you to engage with. All right, Aquarius, let's see what you need to know. Post-eclipse, moving forward. Energies to inspire, guide you, energies you can use to be aware of as you move forward after the eclipses. Let us see. Aquarius. We have a 5 of Wands, and we have an Ace of Wands. And there you are, Queen of Swords. Okay. So there is the energy here of choice. I think of choosing the one true thing. the one thing, the Ace of Wands, out of all of this Five of Wands shenanigans and chaos that's going on around you, this can be a lot about the focus of choice. And you're showing up here as the Queen of Swords, right? Objectively making the choice, figuring out what's most important for you to invest your energy into and starting something new. Maybe there's still a few things that you've been spinning your wheels about. That can also be a Five of Wands energy. Maybe there's some stuff you just need to get organized before you feel you can move ahead on whatever this new objective is that you want to pursue. So it could be, in that sense, cleaning something up, Five of Wands, that's chaotic, before you get that focus with the Ace of Wands. But it could also be the selection, the choice of which wand is the most viable, is really the one that you want to pursue. And it could be too that you have to tell other people no, because you're saying yes to this thing over here. So that's possible too. But that's what I feel. But I love that you're showing up here. I love Queen of Swords so much. I love her little handout like this. Like, you're like, okay, here we go, universe. I'm ready. But that's what I feel like. Like, you are making a decision, I think, in your best interests of something you really want to pursue. Aces for me are about the self. So you're deciding to invest your energy in something that is inspiring, that is true and truthful, that lights you up, that energizes you rather than scatters your energy. So there's some new initiative that you're ready to undertake. You could also be streamlining. Wands are business energy. So it could be, maybe you've been offering, like if you have your own business, this is just an example. You've been offering like 5 different services. Maybe now you're going to focus and zoom in on one thing only that you're going to be offering from now on. And doing so, you feel much more confident and happy about it. And, in that sense, it could improve perhaps your business. It's like that type of thing. Rather than doing 5 little things, you're going to choose to do the one big thing and really focus, Queen of Swords, your mental energy and your energy on it. So, very nice. All right, Pisces, let's see what you need to know. Post-eclipse, on your new path forward, energies you can use, inspire and guiding you on your path forward. Pisces, let us see. What is the devil doing here? And a Page of Swords. Okay. Oh, and a King of Swords. All right, Pisces. Well, I love this. You're taking your little Page of Swords sword here, and you are cutting off the ties that bind you in an unhealthy way. And there is something here with this King of Swords as well, of a resolute, like you're just so firm and focused on moving forward in your life without whatever this devil represents for you. Whatever toxic energy, delayed energy, this could be a person in your life. It could be your own, bad habit, something that's been really holding you down, holding you back, extremely dysfunctional. And that Page of Swords, like, you are actively looking at it. You have been actively looking at it. You have been taking that sword. there it is, raised. And like, if you look at the way this is, right, the Page of Swords facing this devil and the sword is raised, like the Page of Swords, like, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it, you devil energy, of coming any closer to me, because I will cut you, figuratively speaking, of course. Right? Work with the metaphor. But that's the Page of Swords, right? And also, I feel like there's something here where you are using your words. You are speaking up for yourself in a way that is fresh, that is new, that is very inspired, like you have had enough. And you are absolutely enforcing your boundaries, not just with your own words, but also with your own actions. And you're letting this energy know that it is not allowed in your life anymore. And then we have the King of Swords as like the backup to that. So, the King of Swords, right? So stern, so foreboding, so like, do not cross me, but that's the mindset here. So this Page of Swords could be like, post eclipse, you're still kind of getting your feet wet because it's a page, right? Like you're still kind of like testing it out, like the boundaries, the things you're saying, the enforcement. And then it's going to get easier and easier. And it'll come more natural, quicker, faster to you. And then you're in total mastery, the King of Swords. See what I'm saying? So this is very nice. But there may be something post-eclipse where somebody is still around trying to poke on you and test the boundary and test you. And you're going to pass the test, I think. I mean, you know, you got this energy here, but remember, it's how you use the energy. So this is saying, you know, try it out. Keep, you know, doing what you need to do until you feel like you have full mastery over it. But you're this close. I mean, you're so close to it, I really feel. So thank you so much for joining me for your post-eclipse energy check-in with the tarot for each zodiac sign. I hope that this mini reading inspired you, gave you some insights, some aha moments to think about how you can use the energies, you know, post these big eclipses that we have been having. Please keep in mind that Mercury is retrograde until March 20th. So, you know, there may still be some little Mercury retrograde things going on. There is no rush. Please check out the other videos that I have made about these energies, the 30-day horoscope video. I made a Mercury retrograde video as well, and also a video about the Virgo blood moon eclipse. I will leave links to all of those in the description. And that, along with this video, you know, can give you a lot of inspiration and guidance. At least that is my goal. So I hope it was helpful. Please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me here today. And remember, if you need someone to look at your personal astrology and or your tarot, you can always book a reading with me. That link is also in the description. Love you guys. Take care. I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.